Have you ever felt that something was off about someone? Have you ever had a feeling that something just wasn't right with someone in your life, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it? They smile, they talk to you, they act normal, but deep down, you sense a distance, a fakeness. They won't openly admit they don't like you, but their words, actions, and attitude tell a different story. You might be dealing with someone who constantly mocks you, downplays your achievements, or only reaches out when they need something. Worse, they could be talking behind your back without you even realizing it. So how do you spot these people before they negatively impact your life? Here's the first of 7 clear signs that someone secretly doesn't like you, no matter how much they try to hide it. If you feel the positive energy, don't forget to like this video and share a meaningful comment. Some people never openly oppose you, but every time they speak, they make you feel small and inadequate. Instead of direct attacks, they use subtle verbal jabs, cutting into your self-esteem while hiding behind the excuse of just joking. Have you ever noticed someone who immediately belittles your achievements the moment you share them? You excitedly talk about a project you just completed, and they smirk. Yeah, sounds okay, but probably just luck. Or when you reach a big milestone, they sarcastically say, "Wow, who would have thought you could actually do that?" At first, it may seem harmless, but when it happens repeatedly, you have to ask yourself, do they truly respect you, or are they just waiting for a chance to tear you down? These remarks don't just hurt in the moment, they slowly eat away at your confidence over time. At first, you brush it off as a joke. Then, you start questioning yourself. Am I really as incompetent as they make me seem? Eventually, you hesitate to share your successes, become more reserved, and even doubt your own worth. And that's exactly what they want, to keep you feeling less than so they can maintain the upper hand in your relationship. How to handle these people? The best way to deal with them is to deny them what they want, your reaction. If you get angry or try to defend yourself, you're giving them more fuel. Instead, stay calm, look them in the eye, and say firmly, "If that was a joke, it wasn't funny." Or better yet, let them talk to the silence. When they see you're no longer an easy target, they'll lose interest and move on. Most importantly, don't let their words define your worth. You don't need their validation to know your value. If someone repeatedly makes you feel small, maybe it's time to reconsider their place in your life. You are not obligated to keep relationships where you are constantly put down. Some people in your life may be close to you, but deep down they are never truly happy when you succeed. They don't have to openly say they dislike you. Their silence, indifference, or half-hearted reactions when you accomplish something meaningful say it all. You might notice this when you share good news. Maybe you landed a new job, made a major career breakthrough, or completed a personal project you're proud of. Instead of excitement or encouragement, you get nothing but a half-hearted nod, a dry congrats, or worse, complete silence. While others celebrate your success, they look away, change the subject, or act like your achievement is nothing special. Some take it even further, downplaying your success or making you question its value. When you proudly share that you got a promotion, they might say, "Oh, really? Well, I guess no one else wanted that job." If you express pride in a big accomplishment, they sigh and say, "Yeah, that's nice. But don't get too excited, it could all disappear tomorrow." They may not directly insult you, but they always find a way to make your victories feel less significant. Why do they do this? Most of the time, well, it boils down to jealousy and insecurity. They don't want to see you rise because it makes them feel like they're falling behind. Some people simply can't handle seeing others move forward. But instead of using your success as motivation to better themselves, they'd rather tear you down so they don't have to feel inferior. How to handle these people? Don't let their negativity diminish your achievements. You don't need their approval to validate your success. The right people in your life will be happy for you, not threatened by you. If someone consistently downplays, ignores, or resents your growth, it may be time to reconsider their role in your life. You don't need people who hold you back. You need people who lift you up and celebrate your wins with you. Have you ever noticed a certain type of person in your life? Someone who only seems to appear when they need something from you? They might be a friend, a coworker, or even a family member. But every time you see their name pop up on your phone, your gut reaction is, "Here we go again." And sure enough, they're not calling to check on you or ask how your life is going. They go straight to the point. They need a favor. Maybe they need help with a project, need to borrow money, want advice, or just need someone to vent to. In those moments, they act incredibly close to you, showering you with compliments and making it seem like you're the most important person in their life. But the moment their problem is solved, they disappear. Try reaching out to them for a change, and you'll see a completely different reaction. They either ignore your messages, give you half-hearted responses, or suddenly become too busy to return the favor. And if you ever ask them for help, they'll come up with a million excuses. "I'd love to, but I'm swamped right now. Wish I could, but I just don't have the time." Or simply, "Sorry, can't help you." This isn't just selfish behavior, it's a clear sign of a one-sided relationship. To them, you're not a friend or a valued person. You're just a resource. They don't see you as someone with feelings. They see you as a tool to be used when convenient. And if you allow this cycle to continue, it will only lead to frustration, disappointment, and emotional exhaustion. How to handle these people? The best way to deal with them. Set boundaries. Don't rush to help them every time they show up, especially when you know they don't actually care about you. Observe whether they are present in your life when they don't need anything. If the answer is no, then it might be time to stop investing your time and energy into toxic relationships. The people who truly deserve to be in your life are the ones who care about you, even when they have nothing to gain. Few things feel worse than realizing that someone you trust has been bad-mouthing you behind your back. It could be a longtime friend, a close coworker, or even a family member. To your face, they act completely normal, smiling, chatting, and pretending to be on your side. But behind your back, they twist the truth, spread negativity about you, or even fabricate stories that never happened. You might start noticing this when rumors about you begin circulating. Stories you never told, personal details that somehow became public knowledge. Suddenly, people know things about you that you only shared with a select few. When you confront the person responsible, they'll deny everything. They might even act offended, pretending they have no idea what you're talking about. But the truth remains. They betrayed your trust. Why do they do it? Their motives often come down to jealousy or personal insecurity. Some people can't handle seeing others succeed or be well-liked, so they try to sabotage them with gossip. Others are simply addicted to drama. They get a thrill out of stirring up controversy and making your life a topic of discussion. How to handle these people? The most important thing to remember is, people who talk behind your back are not worth keeping in your life. If they gossip about you, they will gossip about others too, which means they are not trustworthy. The best response? Distance yourself. Stop sharing important details with them and watch how they behave. True friends defend your name when you're not around. They don't wait for the chance to stab you in the back. Some people will never let you feel good enough. No matter how hard you try, they always find a way to undermine your worth by comparing you to someone else. Comments like, "Why can't you be as good as him? Look at that person. You should learn from them. I expected more from you." At first, they might sound like harmless advice, but in reality, they're subtle attacks on your self-esteem. People who truly care about you encourage you to be the best version of yourself, not a copy of someone else. But those who constantly compare don't care about your strengths. They only focus on what you lack. They might intentionally bring up someone else's achievements right in front of you, making you feel like you're not doing enough. Even when you accomplish something, they immediately shift the spotlight to someone who did better, making your success seem insignificant. Why do they do this? Most of the time, it comes from their own insecurities. They don't feel good about themselves, so they put you down to feel superior. Some people are just jealous. They don't want to acknowledge your progress, so they try to make you feel small. Others simply have a habit of belittling people because it gives them a sense of control or power. How to handle these people? You don't have to accept their comparisons. If someone constantly makes you feel inadequate, ask yourself, do they genuinely want the best for me, or are they just trying to control me? A healthy relationship is one where you are valued for who you are, not pressured to fit into someone else's expectations. You don't have to be like anyone else. You only need to be the best version of yourself. One of the clearest signs that someone secretly doesn't like you is their complete indifference to your emotions. When you're happy, they don't share your joy. When you're upset, they don't care. They may stand there, hear you speak, but they never truly listen. To them, your feelings don't matter, or worse, they find it annoying when you express them. You may notice this when you try to open up about a bad day, but instead of offering understanding, they respond with a dismissive remark. Everyone has bad days. Don't overreact. When you're excited to share good news, they react coldly or immediately change the subject. People who genuinely care about you will naturally respond with encouragement, empathy, or at the very least, take the time to listen. In contrast, those who don't like you will always find ways to avoid or shut down your emotions, as if they are not worth acknowledging. The best way to deal with these people is simple. Stop seeking empathy from them. If someone consistently ignores your feelings, spend your time and energy on those who appreciate you. A healthy relationship is not one where you feel neglected, but one where you can share openly without fear of judgment or being dismissed. Some people don't need to openly say they dislike you, yet every time you're around them, you feel tense, restricted, or uncomfortable. This is not random. Your body and mind are signaling that something is wrong. A person who genuinely values and respects you will make you feel comfortable and secure. But if someone secretly dislikes you, they will unconsciously create a negative atmosphere around you. They may not openly display hostility, but there will be subtle signs, cold stares, forced smiles, indifferent reactions to your words. You may sense that they are reluctant to talk to you, or that they are just waiting for the opportunity to leave. When you walk away from a conversation with them, you don't feel uplifted or energized. You feel drained and discouraged. This is a sign of someone hiding their resentment or jealousy toward you. Relationships like these are unhealthy. Don't ignore your instincts. If someone always makes you feel heavy and exhausted in their presence, it may be time to create some distance. You don't need to force yourself to be around people who don't truly want to be in your life. Surround yourself with those who make you feel positive, appreciated, and free to be yourself. Realizing that someone doesn't actually like you can be an unpleasant experience, but it's also an opportunity for you to reevaluate your relationships. No one deserves to be surrounded by fake, negative people who are just waiting to bring them down. If someone frequently mocks you, ignores your achievements, only reaches out when they need something, talks behind your back, constantly compares you to others, doesn't care about your feelings, and always gives off negative energy, then you need to consider whether they're worth keeping in your life. You can't change how others treat you, but you can control how you react. Don't waste time trying to please people who don't respect you. Invest in positive relationships where you are valued for who you truly are. Life is too short to spend it with people who bring you down. Instead, focus on those who genuinely care about you. People who lift you up, not those who are just waiting to tear you down. Thank you for being here. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video. Don't forget to leave a comment so we can spread positivity together.